What if your salon's loyalty program could do more than just bring clients back? What if it could actually attract new ones and turn your local community into your biggest marketing engine? If you're ready to take your marketing beyond the chair and build a brand that your community cannot stop talking about, this episode is one you don't want to miss. Welcome to the Salon Scoop, the podcast that helps salon owners and salon professionals grow their business, boost their brand, and stay inspired. From salon marketing and social media to leadership and growth, we uncover the strategies and stories that move the industry forward. If you love learning, growing, and are serious about leveling up your salon business and brand, you've just found your new go-to podcast. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Salon Scoop. In today's episode, we're going to get the scoop on how one simple tweak to your rewards program can completely transform the way your salon grows. It's called the loyalty program Collab, short for collaboration, and it's helping salons across North America connect with new audiences, build stronger local partnerships, and stand out in a very competitive beauty market. All right. In today's episode, you're going to learn three key things. You'll learn how to turn your loyalty program into a client magnet, right? So you can grow your list without spending another dollar on advertising. You'll discover the secret to forming powerful local business partnerships that boost both your visibility and your credibility. And you'll find out how this strategy can make your salon really the heartbeat of a local community, creating loyalty that goes way beyond just points and discounts. With me, as always, to tackle this topic is the one and only my collab creator, Sarah Perrin from Chalk Salon. Sarah, thanks so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to talk about this because it's something we recently kind of incorporated into our own salon's loyalty program game plan. So yeah, I'm stoked to kind of get into it and explain like what's really worked well and kind of some cool things that you can throw in the mix.
Yeah, and I know that, this was actually inspired by really an idea that you brought to fruition in your local community. And so I think it's really valuable for us to be sharing today some of the key components of how this strategy can work from a top level standpoint. But at the same time, I'm eager for you to share some of the specifics of the collaboration that you have made locally. So let's just start top level and share with our listeners what exactly is a loyalty program collab. What does that actually really mean?
Yeah, for sure. So essentially, it's just a cross promotion, a cross collaboration with another local business that is complementary to your own. Obviously, if you're a salon, you're not going to want to go, with another salon that offers the exact same services, right? So this could look like if you're a salon, maybe you team up with a fitness studio or another wellness, place or a coffee shop or boutique. Like there's so many different things that different businesses that you can collaborate with where you have very similar demographics in terms of what your client base is, but you are not offering the exact same thing. So yeah, I would definitely say that look in your community, look at where your clients shop or where they like to spend their money and the different businesses that they go to. And then again, you can kind of cross promote and use your loyalty programs to reward your clients with perks from that other business. So yeah, it's just kind of like a fresh take on rewarding your loyal clients with something else and getting them to hopefully turn into loyal clients at another local business.
Yeah, for sure. And what's the business that you have collaborated with for you, kind of combining your loyalty program with locally?
So we've teamed up with a spa, and they offer, they're definitely more on the wellness front, right? So they do facials and laser therapy and all of these different things, whereas we're definitely more salon. Even the aesthetics that we offer are more, the gel nails, the lash extensions, things like that. So they're very complementary, but we're not competing with each other. So we've just found it was like a really good collab. And again, very, very similar client base. So I know with my my clients, they're stoked when they can find out that, for 100 stars, they can get a gift card to go get laser hair removal, because we've talked about that at the salon and it's something that we don't offer. So again, very complimentary, but not competing in any way, shape, or form, because that's where some lines can get blurred, and you definitely don't want to create any type of tension or awkwardness if you're all of a sudden losing clients for a specific service to somewhere that's offering that exact same service.
Yeah, and I want to just quickly jump in here and make sure that our listeners recognize. I'm sure lots of you said, "Oh yeah, we have partnerships with local businesses. We've made connections, and maybe the local gym offers 10% off at your salon, and vice versa." So those are great to have sort of just standard promotions. But what we're talking about here in today's episode is really in integrating your loyalty program and your points program so that there's a deeper kind of connection. We're going to reach into that. Obviously, one big benefit from doing this is that you're expanding your reach, right, to a completely new business. When you're just running your own loyalty points program with your own customers, right, it's just your own customers earning points, and then they can redeem those points back in your business. But now you're essentially incorporating the clientele of a completely different business that is somehow connected, right? Whether it's a complementary, like you said, Sarah, a spa, or like your examples earlier of, maybe a fitness studio or a local boutique where the clientele is probably similar, right? But it's just a different product or service that they are experiencing at that other location. So now you're able to expand your reach and really have all those people in the other business who are earning points in that other business, but now able to use those points in your business. And that's where the real collab comes together. So you're really kind of creating this reward loop. Whereas when they're earning points in your business, right, they can use those points probably for some rewards in your business, but some rewards in that other business that you've collaborated with, and vice versa. So now you're kind of like sending the clients a little bit back and forth and almost just expanding the overall, offering of rewards. And by doing this, you're also building local business relationships and connections that truly last. You're building loyalty, right, with other business owners that's going to fuel other potential collaborations for community events and activities, maybe some social media, collaborations that's just going to help you both build off of each other. And the saying two heads is certainly better than one. It's exponentially better by working together, and this allows you to have a much deeper connection with businesses. We've seen when businesses say, "Hey, you know what, like I'll give my clients 10% off for you or going to your business," and vice versa. That's nice. It's a handshake agreement, but they tend to not really get talked about very much, and it doesn't lead to a lot of business. Incorporating your loyalty programs is much, much deeper because the clients see their points and they can redeem those points on specific rewards in the complementary business. So, Sarah, why don't you tell us a little bit of some of the feedback that you're seeing from your clients around this, maybe some interesting reward collaborations that you're doing, and also just in general, why this is a benefit for the end consumer.
Yeah, so like our clients have been really excited about this because, well, we've set up a couple of different things. So both my salon and the spa that we work with, we are both Salon S.O.S loyalty program. Like, so we have the apps. So we both have our individual apps, but what we've done is we've created different kind of almost like gift cards, if you will. They're just kind of almost coupon, business card style things that have the actual reward on it. So I find just even having something physical to give somebody, like they're like, I'm going home with this gift card that I can now use. So that in and of itself is very exciting. And again, so we've kind of structured it the same way. We've talked about this time and time again with choosing your rewards for your own loyalty program. And you definitely want to have high value, but not affecting your bottom line too much, right? Not something that you're spending a ton of money on. So we have, given this spa, sachets of shampoo and conditioner with a 10% off redemption for if the person wants to buy a full size one. So then all of a sudden the spa client is excited because not only do they get to try a new product that they've never used, but now it gives them the opportunity to hop on over to the salon and get a discount. So it's kind of like a win-win. And then again, like, so we usually try and put, for the higher the stars, the higher the reward, but always keeping in mind that we're not, again, affecting that bottom line. So for the spa, what we've done is we'll give them, a gift card for a free treatment blowout with new talent is what we say. So the client can redeem this for, however many stars and come into our salon and have a full free, hour and a half service. But we're just paying out our stylist hourly for that, as we normally would be. Same thing with them. One of their big things is laser hair removal, which is awesome because as a salon that doesn't offer that, but is talking about, different beauty procedures and things like that, I can be talking to a client who's like, oh, I, hate shaving my legs in the summer or whatever. And I can be like, hey, let me check out and see how many stars you have. And if you have enough, I'm going to give you $100 laser gift card to this spa. And it works out fantastic for them because it's a quick service with no product necessarily, but it's juicy enough for a client to be like, oh my goodness. And with laser, for the most part, you're not going one time, right? So then that's getting our client to walk through the door, try out this service, see how much they love it and have a great experience, and then become a regular loyal clientele. So it's just been super beneficial. Again, like I say, both ways. Like, neither of us is really out anything. It's creating more brand awareness. It's getting clients exciting because it's something fresh and new. We've talked about this, you and I, Scott, how this is why a lot of times point of sale system loyalty programs are a little bit finicky, because you're essentially just rewarding loyalty, but they don't have any awareness about it, right? So this just, again, adds that extra level of awareness, knowing that they can not only get things from your space, whether that be a discounted service or a free add-on or something like that, but they can also work towards, again, like saving up these points to try out a new place that they've never been to. So it's kind of a win-win-win with the client, with each business, right?
Totally. And I can't stress this enough. I'm going to repeat it just based on what you just said there, Sarah. The number one success factor to a loyalty program out there is awareness. The customer needs to be aware of their points and their status and how close they are to rewards at all times, as much as possible. And in today's day and age, that's why app-based programs perform so much better than things that are just tracked in a POS system, regardless of what business is out there. So really, I'm trying to shout that message from the rooftops so that people understand, if you really want something to be successful, to grow your business, you have to make sure that your customers, it's front and center and they are constantly aware. So we love the app-based program. Our, obviously, salons that are working with our app absolutely love it. And we're talking about here essentially bringing in a potential collab partner. So let me talk to you quickly about how to set up a loyalty rewards collab, right? The step-by-step approach. The first is you need to choose the right business partner, right? So you want to look for businesses that have a similar target audience to you that just don't compete with you, right? So it doesn't have to be another, and Sarah, in your situation, it's great. You're more of a hair and some aesthetics, and this other place is really a spa, high-end wellness. So it complements, but it doesn't even have to be in the beauty space. It could be, like we said, fitness. It could be a boutique, a coffee shop. It could be a restaurant that just has a similar target audience where you would love to have those clients be clients of your salon or spa business. Secondly, you want to define your shared objectives, right? So talk with the business owner of that partner, right? And say, what are the specific objectives that you each have? Because this is very important to make sure that when you actually design your programs and the rewards that you're offering, that you are doing it in a way that is going to help the other business with the specific objectives that they have, right? Maybe it is, client retention. Maybe it's new client, bookings. Maybe it is, increased per ticket average, right? and it could be trying to promote specific products or services within a particular business. So that's really important for you to understand, so that you kind of get your marketing strategy aligned. And at that point, you can actually design what the specific offers would be. So, Sarah, you gave a couple of examples already of what you're doing in your particular collaboration. And it's, after you earn a certain number of points or stars in our business, what can you do with them? Some of those rewards might be back into our own business, no problems. And some of them might be for that other business. And if you understand what their goals and objectives are, then you can establish that together. It might be mutual discounts. It might be point sharing. It might be a gift with purchase. There's really lots of options there. And we would highly encourage you to bring us into the loop. If you're using our program, the loyalty app from Salon S.O.S, we happily sit with every business owner and design a custom rewards strategy that's going to work for you based on your objectives. We have closing on 8 years of experience working exclusively with salons and spas on this. So we definitely have a wealth of expertise and knowledge to share with you. One other thing I want to highlight, if you're a user of our program today, the loyalty app from Salon S.O.S, and you're bringing in a collaborative business, we do offer a referral program. So please feel free to speak to us about the referral program, because when you bring on a new business to utilize this app as well, you can both benefit from that financially. So wanted to throw that out there. Last thing, once you've designed your rewards, you've kind of got it all set up, you want to make it visible, right? Now you need to promote it to both existing and new potential customers. And these are things you might do on your website, on your social media, through Google. Obviously, email and SMS marketing would be important. Sarah, maybe you can share with us any specifics that you and your collaborative business have done, and maybe some fun ideas to promote the collaboration.
Yeah, so something we did kind of right off the hop when we were starting to come up with this idea and kind of finalize all the details is we did a little photo shoot with the owners of both the spa and our salon, so that we had really nice professional shots of us all together, and we were able then to use those again on the website, on Google, on social media. It worked really well even for in salon promos and stuff like that as well. So yeah, just to kind of elevate it a little bit. And we, came up with a specific catchy name for what our collab was. And then anytime we posted on social, we were able to make the other business a collaborator. Wow. And you know what I mean? And then you've got two sets of audience that have eyes on that specific post. So like you said, Scott, the biggest thing with this is that you want to make sure that people are aware of it and that there is as much visibility as possible. So you definitely want to make sure that you're regularly incorporating it into, again, your social, your online presence. So having it, at the top of your banner on your website, having a pinned post on your social program, maybe doing monthly reminders, whether it be a reel or a carousel or whatever it is, where you're highlighting the different rewards that people can redeem, things like that. Even again, since we're talking so much about community, really diving in and doing features on this other business, what they stand for, what their brand values are, right? And then again, in salon, we've talked about this with your own loyalty program at nauseum, making sure at your front desk and at your front waiting area and everywhere throughout your salon that it is very much known that you offer a loyalty program of some sort. And again, that there is this, new exciting thing that you're starting to promote and collaborate with. So again, visibility, awareness, just make sure that people know what's going on.
Love it. All right. If this conversation has inspired you a little bit to either go out there and create a collaboration, or maybe you don't even have a loyalty program yet in your salon company and you're thinking, wow, this is great, but I would need to get started with my own. We encourage you to check out our industry app exclusively dedicated to the salon industry. We created it for this. You can check it out at salonsos.ca/loyalty. Feel free to reach out to us for a free demo. You will not regret it. And this collaboration idea, it's more than just a marketing idea. It's really a mindset shift. It's about realizing that your next wave of potential growth might not come from, ads or discounts, but it can come from the community right outside your salon door. So if you took one thing from this episode, let it be this: loyalty is no longer built by transactions. It's built by connections. Because when you collaborate with other businesses, you're not just rewarding clients, but you're building a movement that keeps your salon top of mind and top of heart. So grab that local partner, spark a conversation, start building something that's bigger than just your own rewards program, right? Build that local network that grows your business and strengthens your community. Because the best kind of loyalty out there is the kind that is shared. Go out there and have a great day, everyone. Thanks for listening, and we will talk to you on our next episode. Thank you so much for listening to the Salon Scoop podcast. This show is produced by Salon S.O.S, a digital marketing agency by industry professionals for industry professionals. If you want simple and affordable solutions for any of your salon marketing needs, such as websites, client loyalty, Google search rankings, social media, or more, come visit us at salonsos.ca or on Instagram at salon.s.o.s. If you want to hear more episodes like this and help us continue to bring the industry great content, it would mean so much to us if you would support us in one of the following ways. Either share this episode with one other industry professional, and rate the show on Spotify or write us a quick review on Apple Music. We want to hear your feedback. If you have follow-up questions or ideas for future episodes, please reach out. DM us on Instagram at salonus.s.o.s or hit us up on our website again at salonsos.ca. Again, thanks so much for listening. Now go get your hustle on, keep smiling, and we'll catch you on our next episode.